Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 13 of season 8 of The Flash. Last episode left off with Iris being haunted and visited by the ghost, the spirit, the entity of Eddie. We don't really know what these things are yet, if Deathstorm in this new form has the ability to actually conjure these entities now, bring people back from the dead, because, I mean, when Esperanza fought Allegra, there was a physical interaction that happened when their beams met. So who's to say right now? You know, he was able to pretend to and project the visage of people long since past before, when it was just an incorporeal fire. But who knows what he's capable of now. And with that ending at the end with Dion having snapped away, Iris is even more vulnerable than she has been up to this point. But honestly, it's kind of funny what would be hilarious if it happened. If Deathstorm was, in fact, trying to get Iris, is a ha-ha, I will get Team Flash now, and just gets time blipped out of existence because of her time sickness. That would be hilarious. But guys, I'm looking forward to see where this thing goes from here. We got some surprises in store for the later part of the season from what they've been teasing, so I'm excited to see what happens with that, what that all kind of amounts to once we get to it. But I'm really enjoying the ride here. It started off slow, a little bit of a slow burn, if you will, after Armageddon. But since Deathstorm's popped up, I've been pretty astute and attentive towards this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So if you're part of the 62% of people that are watching the channel, you're not yet subscribed. Maybe you're just tuning in for the first time here today. If you do enjoy this reaction, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button at the end and maybe even leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this episode or any of the previous ones, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access to those as well. Helps support the channel, helps us grow and improve the videos that come your way. Along with the full-length reactions to this show, you get the same thing for all the other shows that we cover, as well as a bunch of exclusive movie reactions where you guys actually get to help contribute and, you know, choose what we add to that list every month. We also have monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worth your while since you guys are going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know now we can do that, and simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and help us with that YouTube algorithm. That all said and down the way, let's go ahead and dive into this week's episode. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, Sue's here.
Iris,
Can she see?
is there an attractive blonde man in your kitchen?
She can see him too.
Hey. I'm Eddie, Iris's fiance.
That answers a question I've had, is whether or not anybody else would be able to see these specters, since Barry was late on catching up with Allegra when she ran into her vision of Esperanza, and they threw down at Star Labs.
So we used the Mac to harness particles from its home dimension and then beam them into your consciousness.
A being like Deathstorm, you'll be able to create fire, defy gravity,
And consume Deathstorm's fuel source.
I'd be worried it would turn her into exactly what he is.
How much longer till Chester has the cryo circuit ready?
I'm not sure. Maybe an hour.
I don't have that kind of time. I'm gonna call backup.
Calling in Chillblaine for some help.
cryo circuit.
Oh.
Cryo circuit's connected to the...
What a dork, man. I love him. I love Chester. And here we go.
In the meantime, could you run a search for any extra dimensional energies or cold fusion anomalies in the area?
Of course, Barry Allen.
Hmm. Oh no. It can affect the time room too, the time vault. Dude. All right. Let's see what we got. See what he got.
Guys, it's my dad. He's back.
Esperanza's here. I need backup.
Great. Now they're all isolated.
His mind found me. His grief became my hunger, and his love became my guiding light. You can't hurt me. You're still fighting back.
Man, he just slides right into this just like he never left, man. Robbie ML's like killing it.
My phantoms only appear to those who can grieve them, which is why you won't be having any visitors.
What the hell does that mean?
It's simple.
She's not real.
Because your grief isn't real.
God.
It's not true.
Grief and pain. Those are the things that make people truly alive. And you don't have them.
Shut up.
You are not a real person. You're a faulty experiment.
Oh my God. I wonder if he's telling the truth, though.
Oh, crap. The doors.
There's no way out.
They chased us in here on purpose.
Great.
You're not my mom.
Oh.
I came here to help you because I love you oh so much.
Great line delivery right there.
You can't have a family. Your father died. I died. And now your poor sick wife is gonna die too.
Yeah, you can eat shit. I love, like, Eddie's just making tea for everybody. Everybody else is trying to kill people.
Sure I can't get you a cup?
Oh, no. Aaron, just keep looking.
Nope. Not seeing any chilies. But I do see you, Sue Dearborn.
Damn.
Come on, guys. You know nobody's leaving till Iris is all better.
The more grief they feel, the more goes into Katie. And the sooner she becomes his bride.
Your very own cryo circuit. And then we can temporarily transform you into... Sorry, what are we transforming you into again?
The anti-death storm.
Nice.
And then the thermostat died at
137, Jesus.
Don't listen to him, Chuck. Nothing he says means anything.
Chuck? You let her call you that? Whether I'm real or not, you care about each other. Forced to watch each other die.
And when you do, estaremos aquí para ver cómo se desenvuelve tu última tragedia.
No.
Love is a strength, not a liability. The people I've lost, they don't hold me back. They make me fight that much harder. I've accepted her death.
And what about the rest of it?
Oh.
Thank you for everything. Have you accepted all their deaths too?
Damn, he had it for a second, man.
Iris is not going to die.
Trust me. As a dead man myself. She's toast.
Man, I've missed him.
Something's wrong. Why are you happy?
What the fuck?
Oh, and before you so rudely destroyed another one of my brand new phones, I hit the panic button.
Hey, Detective Pretty.
Dude.
Come on, before it wears off, come on.
Oh, it wore off like immediately.
And now, with the help of their grief, the bride's transformation will be complete. Deploying dimensional particles.
Only one way to find out.
What if it got rid of her powers, period?
Should work on anyone, any organism or sentient being with a consciousness.
Oh, great.
I guess we know what the issue here is then. It's me.
Oh, great. 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 But she's not a real boy.
If you are not really alive, where does that leave me? You're the only person I've ever cared about more than myself. I, for one, have seen you have loads of emotions, all kinds. Especially when it comes to Kayla. You love your sister like crazy. That love is as real as it gets. Believe me. The Mac's been working fine all along, but the chemical reaction was missing a necessary ingredient. Frost, I think I know how to finish your transformation.
Again, psychiatrist Mark comes out and plays the bartender.
Now, you're gonna lose everything, Iris. Your family, your future. Everything you worked so hard for.
Come on, Iris.
Tú no me pudiste salvar, prima. Como tampoco lo puedes
Yeah,
salvar
because
a
you
él.
were dumb as hell.
Because you're not just watching him die. You're watching everything you could have shared died too.
She's gonna die. Because you're not smart enough to find a way out.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm so sorry. I couldn't fix this, Allegra.
No, don't feel bad. That's how they want us to feel. Right now, with you, I feel happy. Happy I met you.
Their gooey love is gonna break the spell.
Stop it!
No, you stop fighting, Barry. Give in to the pain. The pain you still feel. Let your sorrow wash over you.
I realize now that isn't true. You didn't take anything from me. In fact, it's just the opposite.
I love how they couldn't play the fair method with Barry. They had to just be like, fucking feel it. Well, everybody else, you know, just kind of caved into the everything that was going on, but Barry stood his ground. Same with Iris, you know, and they had to like literally start to fuck with them in like a different way to get anything out of Iris and Barry.
I love you more than anything.
Her love turned her into the fuck ever this is.
Damn.
It's just a reskin of her normal outfit.
That's because I'm not just Frost. I'm Hell Frost.
Are you fucking kidding? Hellfrost. I guess instead of Hellfire. I'm sorry, that was dumb as hell.
I was born for this. I'll give you something to remember me by.
I can sense all that precious grief inside you, Kate. You're almost ready.
Surprise.
What have you done?
Now let's party.
You know, still better than Dragon Ball Evolution. Damn.
More than you could handle.
Oh!
Guys, I'm not feeling so hot.
Her vitals are crashing.
What?
I was like, there's no way that's it. That would have been a lame way for this to end.
Okay, I'm gonna inject her with cold fusion. That'll bring Frost back, and that'll kick in her ice healing.
That it?
Clear.
Caitlin. Caitlin, hey.
Frost died. I'm sorry. She didn't make it. She's gone.
Hearing Katie say it actually got me a little misty. Damn. I really thought it was going to be Caitlin, to be honest. But is that it? Is he dead? Guess so. All right. Interesting. Man, I just wasn't mentally prepared to accept her death, to be honest, like throughout the whole thing. And then at the other point too, I was just like, it just seemed like the other side of it is like, this was really a simple solution in the end, in a hokey, anticlimactic way to bring down Deathstorm. I feel bad for not feeling much, but like I said, I did feel a little bit of something there when Caitlin started to break down and once, it became real to her. Overall, I was just mildly, I don't know, checked out in a lot of this episode. And I guess I was just underwhelmed with Deathstorm's plan and how everything went through. Though I did really like how out of everybody, everybody did kind of put up a really good fight for a little while before they started to kind of succumb to the goading of these specters. But what I really liked was Barry and Iris and how easily they clung to the reality, their truth, their strength and all of that they had to go to these extra lengths to force them into grief. Like Ghost Nora was like, man, this isn't working, and just started fucking like mind fucking him. And then Iris, fucking Eddie, had to be like, all right, everything's nothing. Your children aren't going to exist. Here's a bullet wound. Do you feel anything yet? And then Nora's over here like, feel it. It's like, oh, you got over me? Hi-ya-ya-ya! Like brainwave fucking Kamehameha of grief. Which just seems like kind of counterintuitive to how these things are kind of supposed to work. If they can just be like, hi-ya, give it. Even though Barry was putting up a damn good fight. It seemed like a convenient way to kind of put them down. I did like all the moments though with Chillblaine and Frost, like talking about her existence and what actually does it mean to be alive, what makes her real and all that sort of stuff, because it was barking up all the right Kingdom Hearts trees that I know and love, and I was all there for that. But it was just like the rest of it, how she was just kind of this transformation was really just a palette swap of her normal outfit. She had some glowing flame eyes, and then it was a really short CGI like DBZ thing, and then she just like snatches the link off his chest and sucks him in. I was like, I don't know. It was a little anticlimactic, man. That's all I'm getting at. I'm just disappointed with it. Deathstorm, honestly, at the end of the day, didn't really do much. I mean, I guess technically the next episode is still part of this graphic novel, as they've said, which will likely be what we saw a lot of those funeral scenes for in the previews and stuff like that. It'll probably be Frost's funeral as we transition into the next graphic novel, but I'll just say, like, I thought this was going in the right direction. I thought it was going up and escalating, but I just felt like we kind of plateaued after the last episode, and we just kind of sat there in this one. We brought back Eddie for this little moment, and it was great seeing him perform, and I don't like being negative. You guys know that, but I don't know. The performances alone couldn't really save the episode. Not that it needed saving. It just wasn't great. It just wasn't a good resolution to this whole thing. And for that to be how Frost goes out, it is poetic in the way that she went out literally doing the things she was born to do, protecting Katie, and by utilizing these parts of herself that she was told were not her own, and this thing that she was told was kind of a weakness and that made her not real. I did like thematically how it played out. I just couldn't vibe with the execution on everything. You know, how she, you know, it was her love, her experiencing grief, her feeling her own life experiences, her own emotions, sacrificing herself and becoming all of these things she was meant to be, while like rising above anything that she was intended to be originally. It just, I don't know. I just feel like the execution was a little lackluster for something as cool as Deathstorm could have been. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Well, I know how I feel about it. I just, right now, I'm just not feeling too, I'm a little frosty on this episode. A little cool, a little chilled. Anyway, guys, what did you think? What did you all feel about the episode? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. That's it for this one, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret, Grace, Mary, Bradley, Nate Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys, as always, for your continued support. That's it for this one, and I'll see you guys next week with the next episode of The Flash. Take care, everybody.